beautiful people. Welcome to the BUZZY HOUR, a place where we are going to be talking about everything and anything. On today's episode, we have an interesting topic, the one that you're going to like. But I'm not going to be doing that alone. With me on today's show is
Hey, welcome on people. My name is Charles Abuja. Our school. Welcome to the first hour. Just stay tuned. We have a very interesting topic today.
And I am a bear that one Chinemenma, aka Empress Chizzy. Yeah, that filmmaker that is here with you. Stay tuned, guys.
and I am Chinemenma Joyce Nwakanma, aka the Adamazi one of Abuja, your beautiful and favorite host. And on today's topic, we're going to be discussing tribe, religion, and culture. In my own understanding, I would say that these three topics has actually affected, impacted as well our society of today. But regardless, we are going to be looking more deep into it, how it has actually benefited us and how it has ruined us per se. But I'm going to be giving Charlie a floor to tell us what he understands by tribe, religion, and culture.
All right.
Over to you, Charlie.
All right, thank you. By the way, I'm looking forward to
Thank you.
All right, back to the topic. So, we're talking about culture, religion, and tribe. These three things, I feel like they are triplets because like they work hand in hand.
Yes.
They are intertwined. Religion is the system of belief whereby people go to worship, which is and it's sacred. And then we talk about culture, which is the African way of life. And
That's right.
tribe, we're talking about people that have same ancestral background. So all of this put together, you probably understand the direction at which the country is going. But let me leave it at here. Here. So
You want to pass it over to Chizzy?
beautiful Empress. Oh God.
Okay, if you ask me the meaning of tribe, I would still say it's a social division of people who are related by dialect, who are related by culture, and all that. Then we'll still say culture. Culture, they say, is a people's way of life. Culture diversifies. Everybody has their own way of culture and all that. Then religion is the belief. Religion can be
People's
the
belief
belief,
system.
people's belief system and worship and whatsoever. It can come in also in any way. I think in my own layman language, I'm a filmmaker. I'm not a specialist.
So, how do you think it's it has actually what role? Let me use the word. What role do you think it's playing in this our today's society? Is it bringing us together or is it tearing us apart?
If you ask me, sorry,
No, go.
if you ask me, I'll say that it has really done us more harm than good.
Okay.
Because you see, this tribe and religion of a thing has really torn us apart. In should I say in Africa or should I say in
In
Nigeria alone?
especially.
In Nigeria most especially, you see, I am an Igbo man, I'm an Igbo woman. I can't do this with Yoruba people. I can't do this with Hausa because they're Hausa. Ibira, your this, your friend will come. You know those Imagi people. Now you won't go do this one. Now you won't go do that one. Now it sends a very wrong signal. You can imagine most parents. I hear most parents tell their kids,
You cannot marry for money.
Not play with these people. No, this is just play. Those people are evil people
because of where they are from.
because they come from this part of this
Any group.
ethnic group and all that. Now you now see them as evil. You now give them a tag as witchcraft, as gullible, as whatsoever. Now you see when this child grows up with that mentality. Now
And still pass it on to the next generation.
passes it on to the next generation, and the next generation still shares it on. So now religion again now came on top of the wahala of the tribe things that we're still suffering. White people came again and gave us their own. Like it's as if we have a compoundment of
Division.
so many things worrying us at the same time. You see now most Nigerians want to behave like the whites. Even the whites are not even ready to copy us. Everybody wants to live like the whites. Why? Because these guys came. Should I say they just blindfolded us, or should I say they fooled us, or they did what? I wouldn't know. But those guys
And that should be.
and those guys
because of
have really
religion.
those things has actually done us more harm than good. So I think this relationship, religion, uh, tribe and culture has to be redefined, readdressed. People need to understand actually that these things are there because you actually came out from a root. You came out from somewhere. You didn't fall from the sky. And that is why these things has to be upheld, but not to
Be something that should divide us in a way.
you understand it, because I've tried to understand. That's why in our films of today, there is a story I'm actually working on. You guys will see it very soon. I'm actually working on a story where no tribe is leading on anything. Because now, if you notice, even in our political system, that tribe, culture, and religion is also working against us.
100%.
It's working against us. You see, they have the Muslim tickets, they have these tickets, they have this. So why is there no one ticket? Since they say it's one Nigeria.
So, okay, let me come there.
Please come in.
If that's right, this is it. Most people forget that we were Nigerians before any other.
First, yes.
Yes.
Before tribe, before religion, before
Yes.
culture, we were Nigerians, and then we had a system in place. While it's still in place before colonialism, there were kings, there were owners, and things were working. And then these people came with religion, and then came with tribe, and then everything all just there was no, at least okay there were boundaries, but there was no marking that this is south, this is southwest, this is southeast. And then when religion came, it more like
It
kind
brought
of
more division.
And then it falls back when you go back into the tribes, we had our own culture. Nobody actually forced anybody to practice anyone's culture. This white people came imposed on us the white man religion, which is known as Christianity now, whereby you respect your master. And then it kept on going.
Isn't it the white people that brought Islam to? The two most common religions in Nigeria is being brought by outsiders now.
If I am not mistaken, Islam came before Christianity. Islam came in the 16th century.
But it wasn't like.
That's what I'm trying to say. That
it was still brought to us.
There was a system running already before they came, and then it took over everything. Before you can, a Fulani man was a peaceful man.
Okay.
Before, an Igbo man just goes about with his trade and that's it. The Southside man, whether be it enjoyment or whatever he decides to do, And then they came with all these things, and then they divided us. That this one is not your brother, this one is not your sister. Forgetting that we're Nigerians first. Even though we are humans first, and humanity comes first.
Mm-hmm.
So people are forgetting about all of these things, and then it has eaten so deep with the advent of new media. It's promoting it politically. They're promoting
Divide and rule.
Divide and rule, or is it even divide and rule? It's one person ruling. It's one person giving
No, they are
them.
dividing us with the tribe, the culture,
Yes.
the whatever,
So,
the religion.
I don't know if
So
they will
they're
actually
dividing us
see this
with
video. That notion that where are you from? Where are you from? If you have your national ID card, there shouldn't be anywhere. Whether you're from Kosovo or you're from anywhere, whether I'm from Nasarawa,
Nigeria.
What should be there is I am in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
Your nationality covers it, no state. Because you be applying for a job in a particular office, and then somebody will say, "Na my brother." I'm not from Cameroon. I'm from Nigeria.
So who else no come be your brother?
Okay, so like you apply for a post, you apply for a job, you qualify for it.
But because you're not
But
from
because
a
you're not from a
certain-
particular tribe, somebody will stand there and say, those people they're too tier high. Or he will come here and come overtake all of us. It is not my fault that.
Say I tear eye now.
Tear
your own
smart.
now. Tear your own eye now.
So at some point, like it's actually dividing us, and then it's eating us so deep. Politically, there's a particular tribe. I don't want to mention name. There's a particular tribe that probably thwarted the growth of their own people, so as to use them in the election.
Yes.
They refuse to school them, educate them, give them the moral values, and then when it comes to religion again,
They give them very
be it
upward.
whether pastors or imams or whatever, they are sending the wrong message.
Signals.
Before, I grew up knowing, I'm trying so hard not to mention names, not to mention a particular
They
religion
don't
or identify.
mention, please.
So, a particular religion promotes violence. It's just too much.
Don't worry,
It's just too much.
we
It's just
understand.
too much to talk about.
We understand.
Go with your next picture. We'll come again.
So, for me, if I'm to start talking about it, I'm not sure we're going to be there today because this tribe, they see some tribes as people who are not to be associated with, who are too wise, who wants to take over Nigeria, who wants to do this, who wants to do that. Why some tribes, they see them as novice. These ones are not part of us. They're not supposed to be this, they're not supposed to do that. Why some feel that Nigeria belongs to them? There are tribes in this country that feel that they own Nigeria.
Very true.
Now them get this Nigeria, and as far as they are concerned,
Now
their birthright. So it has eaten so deep into us that even our elites are using it against us as well. Because when you look at our political system, oh my God, they will use tribe, they will use culture, they will use religion, they will explore every single means necessary to make sure they achieve their end, because that is the only power the few they have over us.
I'm just surprised how we go there because the people that fought for independence fought together as
Nigerians, not as an Igbo man, not as a Yoruba, not as an Hausa, not
They were all
as a
fighting
whatever.
to gain their land, and then we have it now. Something we are supposed to celebrate together, but we are now divided. If you're not from a particular tribe, you're not supposed to be in a certain position.
Exactly. You're not supposed to be president. You're not supposed to be. In fact, it's
People won't even identify with you because you are from a particular
tribe
or because you worship in a particular religion.
They see you as a more
then,
of a
it's just like
person.
It's just like when a Catholic person will tell you, I don't want to marry any other person.
That is not going to be Catholic.
If you not be Catholic, I don't marry.
My papa say.
I have one lady like that.
She's not married for Catholic, and the Reverend are
Even
I have a lady.
yes, now even in Christianity.
I had a lady.
marry them.
Even in
I know of a lady. I know there's this lady
they have
I know.
Orthodox.
No, it's
Do you
fine now.
understand?
There is this lady I know. She told me. She said, if he's not a Catholic, that she won't marry.
No, it happens. It happens.
Like she said, she
several.
must marry a Catholic guy.
Just like the way
Now this Jehovah Witness persons, I also heard
those ones don't even marry
that
outside.
they don't marry outside
Yes,
their,
they don't marry
their
outside. They
belief.
must marry their member.
They must marry their members.
Yes.
That's not very.
Now, in
This
terms of
people
this,
like-
our
So now you see
culture.
that this religion thing is really eating them. It is eating them. So
it's doing
now,
more harm than
do you
good.
know that there is this my girlfriend? She is a Jehovah Witness person. Now she fell in love with a guy who is not a member of
member.
their church. So what happened when they wanted to get married? Her parents did not show.
What is the name of shit?
Her parents don't call. They say that she know what she dey do with the guy. Now, but because the girl was like, "Damn you."
No.
So damn you. If not, like, why una go say make I no marry this guy? So because say you no go, you
But
no go.
even our parents are not trying.
They're not.
You see a case where parents will tell you, you cannot marry from so tribe, you cannot marry from so place, you should not attend. Personally, at a point, I stopped anything religion. Whether you go to church, you don't go to church, is your business. I just decided to choose humanity over everything else. Because what is the essence of this religion of a thing? How is it even helping us? You hide under religion and you commit atrocities. The people who are carrying these things on their head are the ones that the most evil people on earth. If we are more of humans, I think the world will be a more better place than this whole religion, culture thing. How is it even helping us in any way? In the olden days, I might say, okay, before now, that it actually helped guide people. The cultural thing helps people know how to behave, how to act, as in they just have a way of doing things which makes them more decent. They imbibe these morals
See, at some point,
in people.
I feel like when religion came, it actually spoiled a lot of things because back in the day, I don't growing up I read stories. I'm not as old as I got, but I read certain stories and then I read stories from my grandma telling me that stealing was
If as forbidden,
was forbidden. Was something like you don't even hear about it.
Yes, you're going to take an oath.
Yes, it's
But now
something
they
that
brought
probably if you
religion
do
that
well,
forgiveness, blah 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 blah.
if you steal something, they'll probably bring it to the market square.
Yes.
And then they will tie
You even swear. You even have to
And
take
then-
an oath to be sure you're not the one. And when you take it, you die instantly and all that.
These were people that didn't go to school. These were people that were living their life
And
until
it helped
colonialism came.
curtail all those bad
The excesses
behaviors.
of bad, yes. But now religion came.
And
Let
brought
everybody-
grace,
yes,
forgiveness.
forgiveness. And then forgetting that even this same religion is still limiting certain practices.
Mm-hmm.
Some religions doesn't support a particular gender or they promote a particular gender more than a particular gender. Just like you were saying that people just the way church we have different church. So we have Yoruba mosque and
Hausa
mosque.
mosque.
Which doesn't make sense.
These are not things our parents actually practice. Our forefathers, if you trace back our ancestors, they were worshiping gods.
Mm-hmm.
And things were going
And
time with them.
everything was one God. Though they have different ways of worship, do you understand? But we are still serving one God. But these days, they are just making us to feel that there are so many gods.
Crazy.
And there
Yeah.
are so many gods.
You identify-
This church is worshiping another special God. Your own church is worshiping another special God. Chizzy's church is worshiping
Someone
another
will tell you, come to my church. You will see wonders.
miracles. You will see
Come
People
to
are
my
telling me
church.
that.
Come to
They're
my
telling me
church.
that.
So
Miracle
my own church now, nothing they happen in my church. So I'll be like, come to my church. I'm inviting you to my church.
I told somebody one day that have you ever seen me telling anybody or trying to convince anybody to come and worship in my church? I can try to convince you to make money, do business, probably be my business associate, you know, things that will benefit us and the society. But when it comes to religion, when will I school you to come to my own church? Where do you do your own church in Bros? You don't understand. Why will you be schooling me to come to your own church? Why wetin do my own? Wetin do my
When I
own?
not there, when I not there inside the fine church.
Let's leg go there. So why will you not look for a way to, you know, evangelize to? That's why if people come and say, I want to preach to you, I have to protest so church, I'll just leave you there. Whatever my own they go. What do you want preach give me?
Gen Z, Gen Z
Yes.
generations, and then the advent of new media, which consists of WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter,
TikTok, and
Instagram,
TikTok and the likes.
they've actually promoted different morals.
Immorality, not even different morals. Immorality.
Like looking back, you know that you're from a home whereby as a child you know what you're supposed to do, you know what the society empower of you. But now we don't even know our genders.
You know who is man and who is
yes,
woman.
now people are identifying as they, them, and yeah. So going back now, you start like, how did we get here so fast? Because I don't think the next generation, see, religion, culture, tribalism has divided us.
Especially religion. Yeah, religion, in my own, if I'm to say, in my own way, brought more immorality. It brought more problems. It's brought more bad than good things. Yes, it's brought more bad things than good things. Because if we were still practicing our normal tradition, I don't think we will be here. Because in tradition, you have so many morals. You raise people, you raise children with good morals. But these days, they feel nonchalant about everything. Nobody even cares, especially these our Gen Zs. They don't send your papa. You don't understand. Before you even talk one, they don't carry and give you back. They don't respect their moms, they don't respect their dads, they don't respect nobody because they feel they have that freedom of association, speech, and whatsoever. And all those things are caused by our recent, you know, really. Not be some religions they promote our same sex whatever.
Yes, yes.
Do you understand? These are the dangers of religions. How can you come out and say a man na man na man is now man and woman and woman is now you know, I know people have the right to choose how
what they want,
what they want, how they want to believe
that.
and all that, but most religions encourage it.
This is where I was just.
You don't understand.
Just first of all, just be human first. Just whatever you're doing, if you like worship ground, worship sun, worship whatever you want, worship anything, but first of all, practice humanity. Because if you're not being human enough to know the wrong and right, I don't think religion will probably fix it. Instead, it will keep adding to it.
But you know, we are more religious.
Guess what I read?
Humanity has actually gone.
Guess what I read on the blog. That was last week, whereby they were selling a church in Scotland. It was Great Britain that colonized. They are not selling church. A church building that is as old as it's as old as 200 years. They are selling it out.
People are losing interest.
Selling it out.
Yeah, selling it.
Okay, now they are losing interest there.
Yes.
The same thing they brought to us.
So it's not coming down just the way it is. Okay, now imagine now the people that brought Christianity to us
have left it for us.
Now we are practicing, and then we have
and our so-called pastors are using it to commit so many atrocities. The so-called people who are supposed to be the religious leaders are committing atrocities under the guise of being leaders.
God will help us.
Amen. So in this let's push it to our current states. in Nigeria right now, let's specify here because all of us are wearing the shoe. You know where it is, you know.
No, she might be enjoying
They're
the
enjoying club.
He said,
Even the rich also cries.
enjoying what?
it's like a fake crowd to call it
Crying and smiling. Is it the one I'm crying and smiling?
Coming down to our own country, our present condition, economically, physically, psychologically, all ramifications. How how is it really how is it really going well with us? How has it contributed to what we are going through right now in this country? Especially this Muslim ticket. Is it should we say it's part of our problem now? Or is it just because it is meant to happen? Do you understand?
There's a saying that experience is the best teacher, and Nigerians have refused to learn. They refuse to learn from their mistakes. So I feel like it's going to probably to keep going, to keep going,
repeating itself.
to report. They say in the Bible, they say what's that verse again? I'm trying to get it.
I'm not a Bible student, just
No,
talk
I'm not a Bible student, but so I'm trying to get it. The affliction. They say in the Bible, they said affliction shall not rise again.
But never Nigeria, they rise past the one where rise before.
So this is it. If you don't get, if you are applying for a job, you're not qualified, and then the office decide to give you that job, what are they expecting? Failure.
Definitely.
So that's what's happening to Nigeria. I won't say Nigeria give it to whoever that
Did not qualify.
is not qualified, but if whoever who is not meant to do a particular job, you can't give a builder a car to repair. It doesn't work that way. There are certain people in the society that believe they own the society, and the society is probably supposed to revolve around them, which is not supposed to be that way. So I feel like that's where Nigeria is heading. There are certain people that believe that Nigeria is their father's house. And then a particular tribe will support it, or a particular religion will identify with this person just because
it's their religion.
It's
either from their tribesman,
yes,
or it's their religious person.
Yeah, forgetting that if you put, they say whenever I keep going back to the Bible because I was brought up in the church that probably I took the ones I could, and then the ones I can't, I let it be. He said when the good man is on the throne, the people rejoice. But ours is in reverse. How can you have a country as big as Nigeria and the poverty rate? Now there's no middle class. It's either you are poor
or you are rich.
Either you are poor or you are rich. And then now this thing is revolving around them.
And more people are getting poorer.
Look around. Go back like 20 or 25 years ago. Same people that were in power.
They are
recycled. It's either they are still around, or their son or their grandson is moving around. So it's more like, and my friend,
Nigeria belongs to them.
Yes, so just keep going. But until Nigeria stand up, forgetting about
tribe,
forgetting about your tribe, looking for the man for the job.
No, irrespective of
religion or where you're from or your culture, just identify with the person as a Nigerian who is ready to move as a qualified candidate.
Yes, that's the most qualified.
So it's lack of check and balance, excesses of government that has brought Nigeria where it is, and it's not stopping. Look at Benin before. Benin, Cotonou, their currency and Nigeria before. I remember in 2012, My mom bought a Corolla for I think 950. The direct version Corolla Sport.
150,000.
950,000.
You know how many millions is it?
Now that Corolla is sold for over 7 million naira.
Which model year?
Eh?
Which year?
I'm talking Corolla.
Which model? Which model?
year?
Oh, 05,
No, I think it's about 7 million now.
that's what I'm talking about. It's over 7 million. Then if you're talking about 08 Corolla, because that's Nigeria's favorite car.
That's
We're talking-
Uber car.
No, it's actually Nigeria's favorite car because they believe it's more economical,
fuel consumption and all that.
parts and all that.
So imagine how far between the space of 2012, because we have people who don't understand the system, what governance is all about. It's not about passing bill, it's about making sure that this bill actually does the effect, the purpose, serve its main purpose. But that's not it. We just keep lavishing,
Embezzling all
keep
our
embezzling,
funds.
we borrow, it's a cycle thing, it comes and goes.
They keep borrowing on top of our head. One day they will sell all of us one.
So now we keep
In fact, each Nigerian is so,
I know we keep identifying with these people that
because they are our
that they are from our tribe.
tribesmen. We are in the same religion.
It will still surprise you, or rather interest you, that if this same tenure ends, these same people that suffered with us will still re-elect these same persons. Even after suffering with us, they are suffering with us right
in
now.
our previous election, that was last year. Last year, we had.
No, don't even go far. Don't even go far.
We had a qualified
Don't
man.
even go far. Look at the protest. Today is what? Look at the protest that happened on the 1st of August. We Nigerian youths agreed to come out to protest to end what? Bad government. Same youths came out on that day. They collected 5,000 naira to say no protest.
So the 5,000 that was not given, it wasn't even paid, it was promised.
Oh, promise.
Yes, it was promised.
Yes.
Some were complaining that they said they will give them 1,000
So how can
for
you?
the protest, and they don't give them 1,000.
So you can.
So how
imagine.
can you sell your own birthrights for payment?
Do you know that I even
That's what I'm
saw?
trying to tell now. That
I even saw a colleague of mine. A colleague of mine came out on AIT. He was shouting, "Give Tinubu a chance. Give the president a chance." I was like, "Wow!"
What is he holding? Is it not chance?
I was
That's the
like,
way they
"Wow."
sit. Now they say people give am chance.
They
Wetin
did.
did they
So
hold?
how can you come out on the national TV to say this?
Now, okay.
And now you sold yourself, your image,
Your conscience,
your conscience,
everything,
for
your
how
next
much?
generation.
For how
I
much?
think some of them said they should give them.
And these are the same persons whom we sit on the same table while chatting and hanging out, and we discuss the problems of this country. And now you had an opportunity for once to talk on the national
For you
TV
to make a good impact.
instead of making a good impact so that we can cheer you up wherever we are.
They've
And
made a
now-
good impact there. They sent prayers.
Do you know that one of the guys, maybe he was talking out of the script. I learned they gave him a very big slap. They come on mic for him mouth.
Okay, now, considering our topic of discussion, in our last election, which I was fully a part of,
I don't think there's
Fully
any
part
youth
of-
in Nigeria that wasn't part of that election.
We're all fully
the
part
last
of it.
election before this one, I wasn't involved
I'm
intentionally.
talking of the last general election.
Okay.
Last general
Yeah,
election.
the last election, I was fully involved in it, both in every angle, campaigning and all that. Why? Because for once, after former President Goodluck Jonathan, I was also very involved in his Yaradua time. Goodluck Yaradua time. I was very involved in it too, because I always come out when I feel this person is a candidate. Do you understand? That is me on my own side. So when
So
Governor Peter or ex-Governor Peter Obi and my man based university.
Yeah.
When I saw the combination, I was like, wow, we got this. Do you understand? I wasn't involved in it because Obi is an Igbo person.
You just saw it.
Base university is an Hausa man.
That's it.
No, I was involved in it because I looked at these two combinations. I said,
intellect.
it's not going to be
Business
easy.
as usual.
It's not going to be easy for them. But I knew that, oh my God, you know go be the state where everybody will be after money. What they will get. These are people who I know who work. So I was all out. Did everything within my own little power to make sure everything comes out. You know, every Nigerians we were all so passionate about this combination. We wanted it to come. We wanted this thing. But one day like that, before we woke up, they gave us somebody else. You know, the whole thing.
In less than 4 hours.
Personally, I was like, what the heck?
Don't pray that Nigerians don't have.
We don't go to your
We only went to sleep for just 2 to 3
hours. So before you wake up,
we woke up
you don't catch us food, you know what? And you don't understand. The thing go shock me and say, you know, sometimes I will just tell myself, I wish it's possible to miss. I will just miss it like that.
So see, the thing is, we as Nigerians, we have refused to grow.
We have refused to
grow as a people, as a nation, and then our government have actually placed us in a certain.
They are making use of us.
They place people in certain position whereby they just keep them there.
That divide and rule, and they use the things they think they have against us.
It's just all about survival. Your next meal. Once you just, if you wake up from your bed, what you're thinking about is your next meal. That's what you're going to your next meal. Whatever you do to get to your next meal, that's what you're after. You've forgotten what the government are doing. You can't even hold them responsible because they made the system so difficult for you to ask questions.
Because when you rise up as a youth, the youth self are not trying. They are not even trying at all. How can youths allow themselves, people who should be fighting for, when we were growing, they said we are the leaders of tomorrow.
Yeah.
I am 30 what now? Say, please, somebody should remind me. And I never even see chairmanship position. So now when I come old, now I won't come be the leader of tomorrow.
No, of course, you're a leader. So
the youth allowing themselves to be used, manipulated against themselves. Because when you are being used, you are not just being used against yourself, against your generation. Because if your children yet unborn will still come, Nigeria is getting worse day by day. This was not how we started this life. All of us here now, we were once living, at least growing up, we had a better system, we had a better life. I can remember I was just someone the other day. I said when I was in school, 500 naira they use and cook soup and stew.
Yes.
If I carry 20,000 naira that time go market, house go full, I go chop. And this is just few years ago. Let's say like about 12, 13, 14 years ago. Do you understand? So as at that time, 500 naira will cook me soup, cook me stew. Not hungry man food though.
As at that time you're talking, 500 naira was the last currency.
Yes. But not even hungry man. That time you will buy fish, 50 naira. You will buy meat 15 naira everywhere for food. Do you understand? So it's not even as if you are cooking hungry man food. Now rich man food, now they cook with 500 then soup and stew. But now, can 20,000 make a pot of soup? You don't even buy meat. How many pieces of meat now is 10K? So Nigeria is getting worse day by day. And the youths are making things worse. Imagine the last protest. Just look at what happened. The youth were used against themselves. We are going to come out to do what? To fight or protest, not fight, to protest for good governance. Why some youths are out there again
So
protesting
against
to
the
end
protest.
to end protest.
Yes.
And even in the course of the protest, you still saw people standing by tribes. This one said Abuja, this one said Bagi, this one said Benue State. I saw it now online.
Yes.
So this is people protesting against tribes. And yet we are still one Nigerians. And
Are we really one
and
Nigeria?
what we
No,
actually
no.
came and what we
Nigeria
actually came
on
out
paper.
Are we really one
and what we
Nigeria?
actually came out to protest against was bad governance. But you now saw people with their placards standing by tribes.
Yeah,
Are we really one
I don't know if you
Nigeria?
saw it.
Yeah, sorry, cross river states,
Uh-huh.
Enugu, Anambra,
Uh-huh.
Bayelsa,
So-
Katsina, like all
So
around.
why were they
supporting the
standing
government.
like that?
So this is yeah.
So you now see where all these things are really affecting us.
Survival, and then lack of education has probably brought us here also. This religion thing. This is it.
But we
a
are
particular
educated
thing.
now.
We it try
More
because
than
no,
before.
no, we are not educated as before. The numbers of people educated are lower than people that are not educated.
Now
Yes.
than before.
Yes.
Are
You
you
know
sure?
you're right.
Okay.
You know you're right. It's not all about being educated.
It's not about going to school.
It's not about
It's
going
even
to school.
about having conscience.
No, I'm not talking of conscience.
Education is
Just-
really not about conscience.
No, I mean this divide and rule of a thing, because if most of our youths actually have conscience, it's a thing. I don't think as I am now, somebody will pay me to do something that is wrong. I know within
That's
me
because-
that is going to affect
That's
there is-
because
there
that's
is-
because you are enlightened. Sorry. That's because you are enlightened. Because you know your value. You know the value. You know the value you create. You know what. You know the length at which you can go.
a person, and they don't even pay them well.
Okay now.
5,000 naira.
Okay now. Let
2,000
me use
naira
my
to
field.
buy people's votes.
Let me use my field. I am a filmmaker, and most times I act as well. You understand me? Now that is not every role that I can play as an
Yes,
actor.
yes.
There are rules that will be given to me. I'll tell them, no, I can't.
You know, if you do this one, you
I
cannot
can't do
interpret it.
this. Like they'll be like, why are you an actor? An actor has to be versatile.
Versatile.
An actor shouldn't be too stereotyped. And I'll be like, it's not me, and it's not me. So take it elsewhere or look for someone else who can depict this, because this is not me. Yeah, so at least because I feel that I can't see myself doing that thing. I can't see myself doing it. Not because I can't do it as an actor, but because
Someone can play it better.
what will they say, or how will they look at me, or like in my head I'm feeling like because of where I come from, this is where morals comes in.
Yeah.
You understand? This is where morals comes in. I'll be like, Empress, this is not you. Just carry and give people where you be them. And then they'll give you.
But for Nigerian government, whether you are qualified or not, whether you fit play the role or not, if you see our president by fire by thunder, you will be our governor by fire by thunder. You must have an elite position by fire by thunder because you belong to the cabal. Because you belong to you belong to.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, that we need to unlearn certain characters,
So many things.
and then learn to hold our government accountable, learn to hold our religious leaders accountable. Be bold enough to stand up in church and tell the pastor that you are lying.
Now the pastor
Be
said,
bold enough to tell your imam that
Come and
this is
pay
not
your
what
tithes.
Prophet Muhammad said.
if you don't pay tithes,
I will probably tell you to be that a holy prophet was fighting He only started fighting when they killed somebody connected to him. When they took all he has away, that was when the Holy Prophet started fighting. But this is not what they will tell you. They will tell you as a practicer of this religion.
You must fight, you must kill.
You have to be violent.
No, so that your glory
seven virgin is
is
waiting for you
waiting for
in
you.
heaven.
And then
You know?
you go around there, probably play all of these things in your head because you've not see. That's what I'm saying. There are certain characters that we need to unlearn. Conscience, just the way you said that. There are certain things somebody will ask you to do that you won't do. That's because you still have the conscience that was built in you. But most of these people now, they give birth to these children. They are running around street looking for food to eat. Imagine a child that you just pass by the street and then you dash 100 naira. You dash 200 naira. The next thing, you just keep dashing the money. And then one day you tell him you steal somebody's phone.
They will answer.
That is what the government is doing to us because like there are tribes that have refused to educate their people. Rather than educate them, they are begging.
They are using them.
They are using them so that
for political
purposes. Because now these people are, if they get to their place of worship, somebody will tell them, "This is your brother. Go to your brother." I remember a particular governor from Kaduna said it is time to show power that a particular religion is better than or is higher, is superior to the other one. And we are here now. I think everybody will feel now as they come to the world, as they go, everybody.
Because they feel that their religion pass.
Yes.
Now their power pass.
I am not
Nigeria
saying
is supposed to be part of their. It's supposed to be their religion.
I'm not saying
supposed to be dominated by their religion.
I'm not saying a particular religion is better than a particular religion. Whatever you identify with, be sure or well enough to understand the doctrine, what your religion entails.
Learn to study as well. After you're being taught, study.
How many people see they study?
These are our Gen Z people now. They know they read again. They know they read
What's my
again.
pastor said?
What's
my this said? What's my dad said? Forgetting that your pastor is after his pocket. Now business venture now.
After being taught, go back and study. When you study, it saves more. You get a better understanding of what you're being taught. Now, you expand your brain cells when you study alone. Most people don't understand. Most people don't understand.
People don't even study.
Most people don't understand the power
That's
of
because of the
study.
system. We are no longer teaching history in school.
Children don't read. See, if you notice now, people hardly write long text. If you see anybody making a long post, people will just skip it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's because they don't have the patience to read through.
There's a saying that if you want to hide anything from a black man, put it in a book.
Oh yeah.
You understand it? Because they don't have that patience anymore to sit down and read through that article.
So they just believe what my pastor said.
And I'm this kind of person. See, if it is a 3,000 page book, I read books a lot.
Yeah, of course, if you're a writer, you have to read books.
Yeah. If a 3,000 page book, I can read it for 2 days. I'm that fast and good. And I can just glance through. Read the beginning, open it, middle, I'll take, okay. I'll go back, I'll take, and I'll tell you, this is how I read at times.
That's what I'm
And most people find it difficult to still study. You'll be talking with someone, feeling that the person is sensible enough. Next thing, oh, my pastor once said, my pastor even told me, my pastor did that. My pastor did that. What did your parents were your first
They
teacher.
don't even remember their parents again.
What
It's pastor.
your mother, your father was the first teacher you ever met. You don't think of all this? Now, every other thing now boils down to my pastor once said, my pastor this, my pastor that. Man, it's really tearing us
And the
apart.
pastor
And
they
now,
use them.
that's why I made a
They buy
policy.
private
There's
jets.
this policy I made. You see, anything politics and religion, I don't argue about it
At
outside.
all.
I don't. I don't get into arguments on politics and religion. Reasons best known to me because people have died from that, from arguing about politics or even religion.
Even
No,
at the
really.
last election, I can remember having
Because
issues.
once you
with-
say you're not voting for this party, you're an enemy. So my even start just like that, you're gone.
I can remember, sorry to cut you short, I can remember during the last election, I had issues with a couple of my friends who are from a particular tribe because
They were in support of their
yes,
own
and
candidate.
they felt I'm a very mature person, very mature
I can be
person.
very blunt.
I
I'll
am
tell
not
you.
this person who believes in my tribe's person. When I made the decision to choose humanity over everything else, that was 2018. I meant it in all ramifications. So when it comes to anything, I don't consider people based on where you are from. No, I don't even care about your tribe, your religion, your culture, whatever you believe in is in your pocket. What I am always after is the human in you, who you are, your personality. What can you do? Can you deliver? Do you understand? Results, that is what I am after, not who is who. No, I don't do that. So I saw myself having issues with some of my friends from a particular region because they felt I was supporting who I supported because of where the person is from.
Identify.
Now, I told them if Obi is Igbo, what of
That's it.
Dati? Is Dati Igbo too? That is one question. Goodluck and Yaradua, I supported them
We supported
very
Yaradua.
well.
We supported Yaradua.
Yaradua was even the president. Goodluck was just the vice.
Vice, yeah.
Unfortunately, he did not stay
Stay
too
too long.
long. So I supported them because I saw a perfect
Match.
combination. I felt these people are people who can actually do things for us, and they tried. They over tried,
They did.
because if Nigeria had continued in that path, we will not be here now. Do you understand? We will not be here.
Ours was a bag of rice,
Ordinary to remove subsidy and sell fuel at 200 naira per litre. They protested. The ruling people now protested against it, and now we are buying fuel 1,200.
I remember then in 2012. I remember somewhere in Nasarawa, the driver was driving us through bush because I was coming back Abuja. I went home for free. The driver was going through because they were protesting against subsidy. And these same people,
They were the ones
these
who
are the
did that
people
protest.
that pioneered
Yes.
that
They
thing,
protest.
Occupy Nigeria.
And we were just to buy fuel at 200.
200 as at that time.
But now
If
we
you
are
had
buying
removed
fuel.
subsidy as at that
Charlie,
time,
how much are you
then
buying fuel?
I'm buying fuel, I'm taking 300.
But now we are
You
buying
see
the
queue,
same
you
fuel.
see queue, you see a visit of queue, 950, you see queue.
Did you even see the fuel station selling? They are not even selling. Before you can see people selling is difficult. So that is why there is that too much queue. So when back to what I was saying, people were actually thinking or believed I was supporting who I supported because I am from a particular region. So they formed an ally because this one are my person.
I feel like to
Now
help with
our pride
anybody,
man.
to help with
Nah.
anybody, I am so entitled to my opinion and my decision. Whatever.
Yes.
So whatever you do with your opinion, if that's on you.
But you know, so many people actually, some friends had fallouts because of the last election.
Yes, of course.
Yes,
I
yes,
had
very
I had
true.
so many people who were supporting the party. I felt within me, my own opinion will not do us good, and unfortunately they are not doing us good. My instincts were actually right.
All because we were practicing tribalism, religion,
And culture, cultural division.
cultural division. Like we are so divided. First of all, you are in Nigeria before any other thing.
If we had to see what happened in Lagos now, telling Vivon, that's his name, yeah, the governorship
Okay.
the governorship candidate
Yes.
that is not a Yoruba man. Even Yoruba denying your own tribe's person.
All because
The person has a little link to another tribe, I don't just know. You see in religion, okay, now come down to religion. In religion, you see Catholics telling you that Pentecostals are not Christians. Pentecostals telling you that Catholics are worshiping idols. You come down to the Islam, they tell you this one are Yoruba people mosque, this one are Hausa people mosque, this one are whether they get Fulani mosque. If you come to
They're just bunch of.
if you come to tribe, they go tell you, this one na my brother, this one no be your no, this one no be from our place, so no give am that job. You will see even in this our stuff.
That is me I'm leaving after. If that one can be wiped out. Everybody, most states, don't put states again.
Do you know that there is a particular tribe in Nigeria? Before you graduate, you have a job waiting for you in the government.
Yes, very true. We know that.
Before you graduate. Why, Charlie? Me, I don't graduate since I'm not able to find the government one. But even if I carry go, they go tell me I know from that place. But why some people are still in school, but they already have a slot for job placement? Do you understand? So this whole thing is, oh my God, I wish the youth. My problem is with the youth. I wish the youth can be united and do what our fellow African counterparts had actually done in their own countries and achieved great results. In recent times, I don't want to mention countries, but we have seen,
we can mention development.
we have seen
we
have seen steps.
So the thing is, what you're saying.
Why can't we follow same step and do the needful?
What you're saying is, these other countries still have leaders that have conscience. When once no man has ever stolen power.
No, when you talk about conscience, I think I agree with you.
We have two African countries that the youth took the powers by force.
No, I agree with him when he says those countries that are developed because their leaders have conscience. Now, in the sense that these are our persons, also they
can't the youth take the government? Can't we?
So many people die.
Youth are the place. We need to take this. We need to grab this government by ourselves. Let's do this powerfully.
During NSAS, so many people died.
Even the last protest,
because it was about bad governance, and between that time and now, there was no change. It was even a previous government. These people were part of that government, and Nigerians. I'm sorry to say that Nigerians were so I would like to say naive or daft enough to go vote back the same people that killed us in doing NSAS protests.
They were actually not naive. They were just this tribe. This is our topic of discussion.
When you
tribe,
talk,
religion,
it's not about tribe. During I feel like our ancestors, they don't support evil. And now, see, falling back to that same culture now. Let's talk about, forget about the government, let's talk about our religious leaders. Our kings, if we still have kings, that can stand up and say, let Nigeria be great again.
All of them are now politicized.
All of them
are
all
politicized.
They get the brown envelope.
That a man of God will come out and tell you, I see this person becoming the next president of the country.
Kumuyi that said we should vote for this particular president. Nah. You don't relocate. You don't dey Nigeria again.
Okay.
You don't move. You don't dey Nigeria again.
So who they handle in church
Eh?
now?
No, you don't know for what. Now, you on the work for church.
Oh, is that how they operate?
Now, so they don't pray.
And there is something.
And then a particular one
Who is
again.
redeemed now?
No, no,
Anyway,
no,
Deeper Life.
Even
Deeper Life.
redeem dey for there.
Na Deeper Life.
Even redeem dey there. Redeem no be the what vice sorry
IPOA.
No, I don't go right thing.
I'm not even what's her name? Remy Tinubu, is she not redeem?
Pastor. Yes, I heard something like that.
She
Yes.
is not actually head, she's a redeem pastor. So tell me that the GO won't support her.
Okay.
We are saying evil, but we are supporting it. That's what's happening. And then that is able to vote this person.
They will go and vote.
Our imams don't vote this person until we wake up.
Even
from this
when we
number.
know that this person is not the right choice.
Because they collected envelopes now.
Not really the
Yeah,
envelopes,
yeah,
but
yeah,
because your
yeah.
religious leader in
That's what I'm
quotes
saying. The
has already
religious
said.
leaders collected envelopes. Acclaimed, let me use the word acclaimed, collected envelopes. Then they will come to the congregation and tell them to vote. So, Mr. So.
I remember
and
during the
end of
election,
day-
somebody, a particular pastor came out and said Saul will come before David. I don't know if you remember.
So who is the son?
So we have Saul now.
Okay, we are waiting for
We are waiting for
David.
We are waiting for David. So this is it. We
Our religious leaders. You people should stop misleading us. We have had enough. You people are one of our major problems in Nigeria today. One of our major problems because oh my God, the place of worship is assumed to be a place where people will come, not just listening to the word of God, not just associating with their fellow same faith people, but they also learn other things that has to do with our societies, and they believe so much. When I was still going to the church, I believed so much in what our pastor G.O. says, and since we have this tag of having you guys as role models, why can't you people model well? You know that people are watching and looking up to you, seeing you as their role models. Your duty, if you are really called by God, should be being a good example, leading people right and not misleading us. People have actually caused more harm than good in Nigeria today. Everybody has turned religion to a business and money-making venture. Let me use that word. Almost everybody is after what's their pockets. Nobody cares about being sincere to the people. Nobody cares about leading people right. You guys, are you forgetting that you are role models? Are you forgetting that you are role models? People are looking up to you. And most times, whatever you tell people to do is what they do. So during elections, I will encourage you all. I will plead with you all to learn how to stay away from election matters, political matters. Let church not be a place of ridicule. Let mosque not be a place of ridicule. Let our worship centers be free of anything political, anything tribe, anything culture. Let's concentrate much more on teaching the people to grab their fellow humans, accept everyone as their own. After all, they said, love yourself. Love your neighbor as yourself. What happened to that love your neighbor as yourself? Are we actually still loving our neighbors as our friends now? Are you people teaching us how to love our neighbors as our friends? Or you are doing the opposite? You see pastors stand on the pulpit and say all manner of things about their fellow pastors, castigate their fellow pastors, speak ill about their fellow pastors. I am targeting the pastors because it is more on the Christian faith. because it's a faith I practiced for about 20 something years, starting from birth. So before I decided to stop, I don't do again, not be by force. But I still know too much about it. I am asking you people to encourage people to still love.
It's not as if you stop being a Christian, you just stop identifying with ongoing practices. You can't, you mustn't go to church to know God.
To be a Christian, yes. I think
You
yes, that's
you
true.
identify
Just
your
stop
Yes.
at a yes.
Thank you for that
identify
correction.
your God and then you connect with Him.
I have
You know,
decided to serve my God
Yes.
in my own
In
way.
your own way.
Your own way.
Yeah. Not
That's
that you might stop attending church. Stop attending church doesn't mean you're no
I'm no
longer
longer a Christian. Yes, I am still a
Yeah,
Christian.
you are a
Yes, I
Christian
am
because
still a
you still
Christian.
pray to God.
Yes, I still pray to God, and every religion, I guess, prays to God.
Yeah,
I
sure.
don't know if you have another God you're worshiping, but I believe every religion worships the same God. And the day I came to that knowledge that we are all worshiping one God was the day I decided not to even go to any church at all again. What is the essence of going to church? When you come to this church, this pastor tells you the God of blah 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 blah. The God of so the God of I beg your own God is very different. I can remember attending one
The God
pastor.
of Apostles, the
Uh-huh.
God of Paul in nature.
I can remember attending one church several years ago. It's one of the
We don't
things.
have time.
It is one of the things that actually made me to stop. I went to a church and first timers, everybody waited. I was one of the first timers, and they said that everybody should start praying, speak in tongues, that the Holy Spirit will perfect it. I stood up and left. Which one is speaking in tongues? The Holy Spirit will perfect it. They learn speaking in tongues.
It's a gift from the Holy Spirit.
It's
You
a
don't have
gift.
you don't have to learn it. It
Just like
comes,
even in the
it
Bible,
comes
when
naturally.
the disciples were gathered in a room, they said the Spirit of God came upon
Upon
them
them.
and they spoke in different tongues.
They don't learn am now. So why you go tell me say make I dey
So
pray? Make
why
I
do
speak
you
in
now
tongues? The
tell-
Holy Spirit go perfect
It's
am.
not something you learn. You don't learn how to
I stood up and left.
tongues.
A very popular church in Abuja.
I'm being serious.
I stood up and left, and that was it. The other one I went, that one I used to attend it a week, 2 weeks, once. At a point in my life, I walked to them though. A popular church to one of our top churches in Nigeria, not just Abuja. I went to church during offering. If you don't have offering, you don't have cash, your tithes, you can pay with POS, you can do transfer.
Okay, I think the transfer. I think the POS. I think the POS is an extra. I'm fine with transfer. You can make
They
transfer.
have church
And
POS.
that's what I'm saying. No, I can't use my card in church. I cannot do that. If I can't make transfer, then there's no
I asked myself, are we still worshiping God? Or on a business with this?
No, but it's not as if we're saying all churches are bad. There are still
No.
churches practicing.
But they are just few now.
Yeah,
Who
the-
still preaches
this-
salvation? Who still teaches the real word of Allah, real word of God? Are just few. Every other one is just all about money, 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 money. Giving people wrong teachings. How can you tell me to sit in my house, pray, 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 that money will fall from heaven? You engage people doing working days for
Doing
church
working
activities.
hours.
Working days, working hours for church activities. I had a secretary who, at some point, she would tell me, "Hey, please, I will not come to work today. I am going for church program."
Hello.
Working day.
I don't understand.
Forgetting that.
Somebody will tell you I cannot do any job that will not allow me go to church.
Forgetting that Apostle Paul
I think I
practiced.
posted something on my
Practice about the
status
vision of
yesterday. I said on my status, I said, Jesus, all the people that worked with Jesus
Had
had something doing.
Mm-hmm.
So before you start working, before you get that ministry you're working for, please get something doing.
Most of our pastors now no get work. Oh. Their
I
work
don't, I don't
na
know. I don't know. I don't know if
They are
that
full-time
is.
pastors.
full-time pastors.
They are full-time. No, but there's a church.
You know my
How can
family
you
church.
have-
You know my family church. My family
I'm
church
an Anglican.
watchman. My family church right now. We were actually born in Anglican, but my family church now watchman. There is no pastor in watchman that doesn't have a job. No.
There's no.
They don't pay their
no, sorry,
pastors.
sorry, I think I don't know if it's sorry. You see,
So it's a voluntary something. If you want to serve God,
like the work.
if you want to serve God, it's a
So how
voluntary
can
something.
how
It's
can
something
you
you do voluntarily.
how can you come out? How can you come out and you say you tell your boss that if you're not coming to work on a particular
I think my
day,
secretary used to tell me that she's going
hello,
to church.
you're leaving the work, Esther.
No, I don't have.
No, she's no longer working with me.
I don't have problem with you going to church, but
It's not affect my job.
when we have problem is when you go to church during working hours.
Haba.
You can.
She
you
would
can
tell
go to church,
me
you can go to church from
boldly
6
that
p.m.
she
or 5
will
p.m.
not
whenever
come
time
to
the office
work.
closes.
That she will not come to work, especially I think their church do this first of the month prayer or something. Especially every first of the month. I say first of the month, you know, go open my office.
On a Monday morning.
Or first of the month, you know, go open my own business. Business that pays you, clothes you, feeds you. That your pastor no dey give you money for clothes. You know they even give you money for transport. You know they give you money for anything. Now your own money you go still come collect as tithes and offering.
That's what it's like the system has so corrupted that we are forgetting morals, what's it called? Dignity of labor. Because people are telling people about it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't work,
No food for lazy man
yes,
now.
so
If you don't work, you're not supposed to
so
chop.
that is it. Like
When you say God bless the work of my hands, what are the work of your hands?
pray.
When God when you say
Manna will fall from heaven.
God
that's
bless,
it, like,
let
when
God
you pray,
bless the
you
work
pray.
of my hands. What are the work of your hands?
They keep praying that God bless the work of my hand, and all you do is
And you
pray.
sit at home.
All you do is pray.
Manna will fall and meet inside your house.
They still say, gone are the days when manna falls from heaven.
God will use people to bless you, yes, but you need to go out and see the people.
So
You know what they say has a
you
prayer.
still pray. You remain inside the house.
Meanwhile, I think we should be rounding up here. So, the youths, I'm going to speak to us directly because I'm also a youth. We should try as much as we can not to allow our political elites use tribe, cultural differences, religious differences to divide us or take advantage of us in any way because they are actually taking undue advantage of us. So I am going to applaud or encourage all of us to do better. Yes, we need to do better. We need to be better. They say the change we need starts and begins with us. So we should endeavor to be that change that we want to see. Starting from our own selves. Let's learn how to accept each other. The issue that came up sometime in Lagos that Igbos must exit Lagos and it was mainly pioneered by the youth, which is not it's not something that at this very point we should be encouraging or we should be getting ourselves engaged in. We should be looking for a way to unite ourselves more so we can fight these forces that has divided us for several years instead of looking for a way to help them divide us the more. So I encourage all of us to do better, live a more better life, be more responsible. Because when you are responsible, when you are human enough, when you know and accept everybody around you as your own self, when you love your neighbor as you love yourself, you will know that there is nothing like tribesman, religious person, my this one, this one will be my brother, that one will be your brother. As far as we believe in one Nigeria, unless you guys don't believe in one Nigeria, but as long as we believe in one Nigeria, then we should all embrace each other as our brothers and our sisters and make sure we don't allow the godfatherism, the political elites the people who have done us more harm than good to always take advantage of us to cause problems within ourselves. Because the thing is that it's not affecting them. Now we still dey affect o. And last now all of us e dey affect, no dey affect them. So we should try as much as we can to, love ourselves, encourage ourselves, and then be more and much more better people. And for our political leaders, you people can do better. Eze na-egbu onye ọ na-achị. How do they translate it again in English?
The king that kills
his
his followers,
exactly.
the people he's leading.
Yes, you people are our supposed kings, but on the other hand, you guys are killing us massively, without any apologies. You guys are killing us because I know where we used to be, and I know where we are now in everything. Is it fuel? Is it electricity? Is it food? Is it school fees? What? Where we want start time? The other last time I traveled, my air ticket, return ticket, Abuja to Owerri, not even Owerri, Oka was 500 and something thousand naira. Haba, something that used to be. I think I can remember paying return ticket for 15,000 something.
Yes, I know. No, I know.
That time was 7,500.
Yes,
When APs came out to
I
you,
was paying 8,000 naira.
when APs came out to you, they started with 7,500. So 15,000 would give you a return ticket.
Arik then was about 6 something or
Lagos then on road was probably 253, 28 thereabout.
Now from Abuja to the east by road, I think it's about 40 something, 50 something thousand naira. So this whole thing, you people are dealing with us massively. You are dealing with us mercilessly. Please make una pity us. If you know how to curtail this suffering, we are suffering. We are suffering. If people know how to curtail it, please do. And I know you guys know how to curtail it. And if you think you don't know how to curtail it, please can you quietly, gently step down. Let's give somebody else who can do a better job the opportunity to do what? To handle the affairs of the nation. Whether we like it or not, Nigeria belongs to all of us. And to our religious leaders, I know they try. Una own self, it come like say una even they give the politicians more wings to fly. Because I don't understand why we go come for pulpit, come they tell me who I want vote for. It's not normal. The church should be a place of worship where we come and commune with God and do what? Commune with our fellowship with our fellow humans and go home, irrespective of the tribes and all that. When it comes to religion, when it comes to church, we don't even consider where you are from the north, you are from the east, you are from the west. Una dey collect all our money collectively. Una dey collect Igbo own, collect Hausa own, collect Yoruba own, collect TV own, collect this one own, collect that one own, as offering and tithe. Una no dey divide anything when it comes to your collections. But when it comes to where you people feel, if you must, I don't even see any reason why any religious leader should get involved in politics, announcing who to vote for and who not to vote for. If you want to contest, Oga, please come out. You can even maintain your post as a pastor or imam or whatever and contest for the presidency, for governorship election, or for any post you want to contest. We are not forbidden from doing that. But don't come to the pulpit to tell people who to vote. Allow people vote their conscience. And while voting your conscience, make sure your conscience is right. Thank you very much. And I will give Chizzy and Charles the floor to sign out.
Okay, please keep watching BUZZY HOUR.
All right, thank you, viewers. We've come to the end of this episode. I hope we did justice to the topic. And then please don't.
And please just go in the comment section.
Please just tell us
what you want.
Whatever you feel wrong.
Just
even
tell
if
us.
you want to ask questions, or you
Yeah,
want to
the
give us
comment
a topic for us to discuss, just give us topics or your suggestions for every of our episode. Thank you all. We will see you next time.
Thank you. This is the BUZZY HOUR.
Welcome to Eliefev International Limited, your one-stop platform for all your real estate, travel and tours, graphics designs, printings, and branding needs. We specialize in sales, lease, rents, purchase of all kinds of properties, visits, work, study, and business visa applications, flight bookings, hotel reservations, all kinds of graphic designs and printings such as billboards, flyers, roll-up banners, customized items like t-shirts, caps, cups, gift items, etc. For inquiries, contact us on 08067598109 or 08133949857. Our office is located at Suite 16, Shafa Plaza, Durumi District, Abuja.